I would like to say, and thank you very, very much. One of the things that where for all the students are on a spectrum, from those that are just beginning, those that are in the middle, those that are already established. But one of the things that I appreciate Anne for was that Anne always checked in. Um, and that was very appreciated. She always checked in. I do appreciate, like the other said, her openness and vulnerability. But uh, I appreciate the class more or less for providing clarity. So even though you're on a certain spectrum, the class gave you clarity. At least you had to stop and think about what it is that you are trying to do, or what it is that you want to do. So even if you're somebody that just had a seed of an idea, um, it sort of motivated you to develop that idea. I always likened it to when somebody's taking a shower. You're taking a shower and something pops up in your mind, and you're like, oh yeah, this is $1 million idea. But by the time you get out of the shower, it becomes a $20 idea because there's no clarity. And for what Anne did for us was just bring out that clarity as you went step by step throughout the class. So for me personally, it was just good to just bring out that clarity. And within that 10-week period, some of the things that I had strategized on changed. Not for lack of the clarity, but it improved it. It kept on growing, and Anne would tell you that I probably diverted from what her instructions were most of the time or some of the time, but she also brought me back. An advice I would give somebody starting this class is don't take it as a class. Um, because this is your business. It's not just a class where you just get a grade. If you're serious about starting a business, if you're serious about changing your life, that's what a business does, then don't take it just as a class to get a grade and move on. This is the beginning of your journey, whatever that journey is. So I do appreciate it, Anne.
One thing that I loved was how transparent you were. Because most people, they gatekeep, they don't tell everything. And when we asked questions, you told us exactly what we needed to do. And that's what I really just admire you for doing that, because you didn't have to. You really didn't. And just keeping me abreast of what I needed to do. You kept saying, okay, we need to do this, we need to do that, and open my mind, because I didn't, I've taken many classes, business classes, and my business plan was probably 2 pages. But when you showed us what we need to put on our business plan, it's over 5. I mean, it's a wealth of knowledge now that, hey, this is your plan, you're where you need to go and where you're going to be. That's what I love about this class. And the advice I would give to new students coming in: have an open mind to be better and do better.
The class was very, very helpful. From day one, and you were very available and very accessible. And I always appreciated that you diversified and differentiated the type of support that was needed, and that you made sure that in each class, regardless of what, subject area or subject matter, you wanted to bring the best people in front of us. You were always prepared. You made sure that if we had kind of, diverse needs or needed something differentiated, or that someone had a different question, you went to make sure that you researched it and provided feedback for us. And that was always so much appreciated. You don't always get that in seminars such as this. And I also just want to say, for anyone who's considering, you definitely have to make sure that you do not procrastinate with getting your work done. Do it as soon as class is over, that next night, if you can, to make sure it's fresh, because it was so fruitful the entire time. Being in the class, that from day one, you really didn't think, sometimes, certain seminars take a day or two or a week or so to kind of get situated or acclimated. But you came right out of the stalls, just really prepared and, challenging and stretching us regardless of where we were in the process, or if it's something that's not even an idea, maybe someone's thinking about it, to someone who's already, up and running, or even been in business for a year or so, that you were able to meet everyone where they were and giving them exactly what they needed. And I also appreciated that, this is just a diverse group, meaning that we are minority business owners, women driven, and that, again, you do not see that often, but that we are, all of us individually and uniquely, bringing something different to the business area. And I think you're giving us a platform to not only get in front of people who are in those industries, as I think someone else already said, but being able to really showcase what we've come up with, even if we didn't think we had a good idea or that we may need to change, shift gears. You provided that feedback, and the homework and the level of feedback. Being in education, you gave feedback like it was a graduate course. Sometimes I was thinking, wow, I thought I did okay on this assignment, but it was good feedback because I wanted to be in this class to have thought partners. I didn't want anyone to just make it easy. I wanted to really have someone that's in the industry who could, kind of steer me in the right direction and make sure that whatever I had coming to the class, that I'm leaving a lot, in a better, way, a better situation with more opportunities and resources on my tool belt. And I really think that's a testament to what I've gotten in this class, that I'm able to feel more confident about what I had, because I did not have, like someone said, I did not have a business plan. Now I have a concrete, solidified plan that I can go forth and go in front of someone right now if I needed to and present my business plan. So I just appreciate the class so much, and know that more will come out of this class, and look forward to seeing what everyone's going to do from this class. But I thank you for just being available and making yourself vulnerable and sharing things that you didn't have to share with us about your own personal journey, because that resonated, I'm sure, with many of us, if not all of us, your personal journey. And so thank you for being vulnerable and being a leader that someone else could go and pick up and do what they need to do and making an impact in the community and beyond.
Okay, so I think the class was really, really helpful. I think for anybody that is desiring to really take the next step in your business, if you are a current business owner, or if you are somebody who is aspiring to become a business owner, I think that it's a really great step to launch yourself forward and progress. I think because of the diligence that's really laid out for you as a student throughout the process, and making sure that you're not skipping the steps of having the details of the foundations of your business really solid as much as possible within the 10-week time frame that is anyway. I think if you're able to see the value in that, you can really maximize the result that you get from your participation in the class. I would say a recommendation for anybody that is going to take the class in the future, like the others have spoken of already, I would say be dedicated as you possibly can. Be like very rugged with yourself, and carve out time, and just be incredibly committed. And I believe you'll get a great result, because I know I did. I know I was challenged throughout the course, and I was really propelled to think bigger, but also to think deeper and to be more clear and precise as a business owner. So those are my thoughts.
I don't have a business currently started, and I feel like this gave me the blueprint, because I'm very visual when it comes to accomplishing tasks. So being able to really have like that foundation where I know exactly where I can go in my business plan to refer to something that I might need information on, or subject matter experts that you've brought into the class to give me information on topics like payroll, which I was completely unaware of, and other parts of running a successful business. I think everything was just exactly what I needed to give myself that confidence and empowerment in starting a business from scratch. Don't limit yourself. You might have an idea of what you want your business to look like, but once you see perspective from different backgrounds or different industries, there's probably things that you can expand your business with. Don't pigeonhole yourself, if you will, with just the one thing that you have in mind for what you want your business to look like, because it's going to limit you.
Yeah, so echoing what everybody just said, I would add that the structured nature of the class, the approach from where we started with, getting your business together, getting even the business name and the branding all the way through to the different pricing strategies and things like that. I think it helped me focus my business, even though I thought I had a business plan until I saw your business plan and the level of detail we needed to go into that I hadn't thought about in some cases because I didn't think it applied to my business. But then listening to you and then talking to you one-on-one, understanding that, even if it's consulting, you still have to take these things into consideration. I think it's the structured approach helped me. And I would say you also, in talking, helped me focus my business niche into one direction and not, I was trying to do a lot of things. I think when I started and I thought I had a plan until this showed me that maybe I need to focus on one and then expand further as, time goes by or as I get more clients and more experience. I think that was value added to me and something beneficial I would take from this. And if I was to give advice to anyone, I would say coming to the class and give yourself, you're going to need time to do the assignments because they add value to your understanding. And I know it took a while for me to get into the groove of doing the assignment, but boy, did it help once they get into actually. So you need to give yourself some time. Definitely craft some time in your week to get the assignment done because it's gonna help.
Well, I'll echo everything that's been said so far. What I'll add is I love the guided tour. What I found to be most valuable is a guided tour through the business plan. I think the weekly section breakdowns, as well as the tools that were provided, the data IO provided by Deloitte, and you showing us how to use the Meta or Facebook marketing tools. I think those tools and the demonstrations were invaluable. Probably one of my favorite things of this class were the demonstrations from the guest speakers that came by from the tax consulting, the marketing, the lead generations. I mean, those were a payroll. Those were some invaluable conversations, even for someone like myself that's currently in business now, just being able to still learn from those that are in the business and areas in which I can improve. Advice that I will offer to someone coming into the class is what Lonnie just said. Make certain that you provide time. I know we're all busy, you have other obligations, but try not to wait until, I'll be honest with you, Thursday is almost too late to begin the assignments. If we have class and it ends on Monday, try to jump on it Tuesday, because if you want to do a good job and not get 35 comments back, you may want to put even more time into it. But beyond that, I think that's the feedback that I would get back. And then obviously, most importantly, the patience that you provided, being able to service 16 people in the class and to give us all honest, respectful critique back. I think that's invaluable as well.
And so I think the things that I enjoyed most about the class were the speaker lineup that you had in, and also the mentoring sessions that you offered. That was very kind of you. That was very much in line with one thing that you said often was that you cared about your students. And I saw that in the way that you gave back through those sessions. And I like the business plan, but I also like the pitch document that we did, because I think that really gets me organized for what I have coming up beyond the class. For someone who is thinking about this class, the advice that I would give is just to really stay on top of the weekly assignments, because Sunday comes soon, and midnight, if you don't turn it in by midnight, you're very kind about that, but you might get alarmed if there's a late. So I would say just stay on top of the assignments.
The thing I liked about this class is that, as we were coming in, or as I was coming in, as someone else also mentions, like you think you had the plan ready, and you allowed yourself to be available to talk to us individually as well with our mentoring sessions, to share our ideas with you, and at the end of this 10-week, I feel confident in the business that I'm starting, and having the different tools, the presentations, with the specialists coming in and sharing their knowledge. I feel more confident and excited about the business that we are starting. And the advice that I would give to someone is to take advantage of those one-on-one mentor sessions, and speak to you about whatever it is that you have going on, and mention that it could be something that is going on, or a specific topic in the class, or it could be something else in regards to your business and how to go about doing it. It didn't have to specifically go along with what was actually being taught that week. And I appreciated that as well. So those are the things that I appreciate about this. And I feel like I really would not have made it this far, and with the confidence that I do have, if it wasn't for this session, because trying to find things on our own was difficult and sometimes very discouraging. And I greatly appreciate this opportunity.
Yes, I enjoyed this class a lot. And one thing is, I'm not even taking this as a class. It's like a source of wealth, what I got from it, because Miss Ann, you spilled the gems. You just didn't teach us. I used to watch YouTube a lot. So the YouTubers would say, I want to spill the gem, tell you how to make money. So you gave us, you acted like a mother who handed tools to the children and said, here are all the tools you need. Go out there and succeed. So I like the pyramid. I like the guest speakers. Most of all, the source of grants. That's going to help my business. So also, the advice I can give to anyone who wants to join, put some time down in your calendar, what you're going to do. Me, I'm very busy. The first couple of homework, I did them like almost close to Sunday midnight. But I told myself it's due midnight Saturday, not Sunday. So I have to get it done by Saturday.
All right. Now I let you get away for 9 weeks now. 10 weeks is TAR. And what I like and appreciate about this course was, I'm going to kind of pivot a little bit, is that we were able to invest time with like-minded individuals. So although I do appreciate everything, your openness, your willingness to assist everyone on the level in which they were or are, but just being in the class with so many other individuals that at times we would bounce information or ideas off each other, or just to see cameras on and to see the wheels spinning, and just to know that I'm not alone in this process. So that to me was something that I liked and appreciated on this course. Not just that, but also the subject matter experts that you brought in. If you didn't know, or they came in and even when they were presenting, you were learning with us in some cases. So I did appreciate that, like seeing, oh, even you at times are still learning with us. So I really did appreciate that. Some advice that I can give a person that is looking to start this course is time management. I agree with Rashad. It's a lot of information, and it can become overwhelming for someone who's not as structured. So just keeping the structure, taking the time to invest in your business, honing into one, or staying focused on not just one. You may have multiple ideas, but just cleaning up that one, like honing into that one area of improvement or one area in which you want to improve your business. And that's what I took from this class. So I appreciate you, and thank you, class, for taking this journey with me.
Well, I'll start with what I really appreciated and what I liked about the class. The guest speakers, I think, were really, really, really helpful. It's good to hear from people who are in the business or in the know to give their perspective on how to implement certain things. For me, I think the only, I guess, con or, thing I would, I really didn't have too many negative or, con comments. I think everything worked well. Just had to get acclimated to what we're trying to do and I had to step back a little bit and really think. You made me really think about my business, and I had to get serious about it too, because this is, if you really, really want to do this, and you have to really truly understand branding and marketing and how it all fits into place. So I would say, if you're not serious or you're not sure, this to me, maybe this class may not be great for you, because you're taking a spot for someone else who's actually more serious. So I would say that if you're not 100% sure, you're not serious, then I wouldn't take the class. I think it was really great for someone who's made the decision they want to do it, and how, the how. And I really appreciate how the work gave us the step-by-step building blocks for the business plan, because I really referred to it a lot. I didn't notice and realize it until after, but I really went back and double checked. And I even went back after our lessons to go back again and go, wait a minute, I have another idea. Let me put it back in and firm up my idea that I had started for the homework. So I would say those are the definite pros and things like that.
The class was very, very good. I didn't realize that it was an accelerated class, and when I did, I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? But I really ended up enjoying the class very, very much. I mean, the guest speakers were very insightful, and Anne was available for me anytime I needed her. I was going through some things, but I pulled through. I was doing double time, doing things, but I've learned about branding, marketing. She gave me self-confidence to keep going. She changed my mind of thinking, because I was thinking to do things this way, but she clarified things, making them more clearer and understandable for me. I mean, it was a wonderful class and I enjoyed it. I tell everybody about this class, and my sister, she's going to be taking the class, and she's ready for it now. And my advice is just open your mind and focus and be prepared to learn and grow, because it's full of information and you're going to come out stronger than when you went in. So you're going to be able to do what you want to do in the long run. So the class was a very enjoyable class for me, and I loved every minute of it.